7 Cents Phonecast. Find out about us before you find out about you.
Hello, welcome to 7 Cents Psychics. I'm Alison, pin 443. How can I help?
Hi, Alison. This is Aisha.
Hi, Aisha. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not so bad. Thanks for asking. Any news for me?
Okay, there's one thing I wanted to quickly check with you.
Okay.
This is guy, Zan.
Okay.
He's talking to me on Snapchat, right? So we haven't exchanged numbers or anything, and we just had 2 conversations. He is nice. I kind of like him, and it's very rare, like people. But I don't know. I don't know if he's someone who's attached with someone. You know how people have options these days and stuff.
Yeah. So, okay. Right, so straight away, I've got... So is he a long distance from you?
Yeah, he's in Scotland, and I'm in Ireland.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So I've got stress around that long distance and then further separation in the next couple of weeks with the Hermit card. But I've got positive choices being made here. There's a lady connected with him and still continues to be for the next week and a half to 2 weeks. But then I've got choices being made for a new relationship and balance and stability and actually support. So he could be quite consistent. But he does get quite stressed out with his responsibilities and stuff. And that could cause some unfairness as it progresses. But I've got this going from the start of a relationship potentially to a place where you could celebrate it. But there are problems around that distance and that stress. He gets quite stressed.
Yeah, because he's a landlord, so he manages properties and things.
Right. Okay.
So he told me that he gets extremely busy with his work, and his work can take over a lot. But this lady, I kind of sensed it. This lady, is he are they in a relationship? Because I don't want to talk to someone if they're in a relationship or something, because I've been there.
No, so I've got, I feel like they may have a child, because I've got the Page of Swords, and then I've got separation. So it looks like they're separate and going through that. So I don't think he's attached. And I've got choices being made over the next week and a half, even though she's showing up in that week and a half, 2 week time frame. I've got choices being made to start a new relationship, a new way of life and balance there. So potentially it could be quite good. But I've also got another gentleman showing up that you're separated from, and hopes for reconciliation. Then I've got a stalemate situation after that, trying to meet you. So stalemate once he reaches out again. Hope and optimism coming in with more communication from him, with romantic invitations from him as well, and hopes for romance. So that's also going to unfold over the course of the next week and a half to 2 weeks.
It's just that, maybe it's just a bit of distraction from everything else I'm going on through. So I just kind of distract myself.
Yeah.
But I kind of like this guy. We kind of seem to be on the same wave. I can see a potential there. But at the same time, I'm just because he told me he's never been married and he doesn't have children. So that's the one thing that I'm just so he liked me in the beginning.
So he may not have been married. I haven't got the Justice card. I've definitely got the Page of Swords, though, in separation. So I could be reading this wrong. It could be that there's problems there causing separation, obstacles in the way of that separation, which also would fit with that 2 week and a half, 2 week time frame where she shows up there. So it could be that I was piecing it together wrong. Often the Page of Swords comes up when it's either an obstacle or delay, or when it represents a younger child or a younger person, sometimes a sibling as well. But I feel like that maybe that's what I'm piecing together wrong. Maybe I'm just piecing it together that actually there's obstacles with moving forwards, but that will be resolved, as I say, in about 2 weeks' time.
But is he he's not attached in a fixed relationship? I'm not ruining someone's relationship.
No, I really don't think. I'm just going to redo the cards and just check on him. Okay, no. Okay, so he's not told you everything, but he has separated from somebody or is in the process of separating from someone. It's very recent. Ace of Cups is there, abandoning that. But the Moon card is he hasn't told you all of this yet. And I'm just pulling out the more cards around this, and I'm not picking up a child, so I think I'm piecing that together wrong. I do want to say there's a little delay around this, positively aspected, but a couple of weeks or so into that time frame, and then that new way of life, that new relationship with the Ace of Wands potentially starting now with him. I've also got another gentleman showing up here, but very quickly disappointment over that situation with somebody else.
Oh, there's so many of them, so I'm just tired of them all. It's just so because one calls me, then the other one calls me, the other one texts me. I'm like, please give me a break. So I told them all I'm away today.
Oh, good. Have a day off. Have a rest. Yeah. Do you know what? The right guy is waiting. He's there. Let me just make sure. I'm a bit concerned because he seems a bit stressed out. Like he seems to get quite stressed out with these cards, and you don't want somebody that gets.
Yeah.
Okay, so his energy gets spent, he gets really stressed out, and then he has a recovery of mindset and then tries to make amends. So I don't think it's anything that he can't overcome. The Magician card is there, but also that distance. So navigating those changes as well. So that's something to factor in. Do be aware that Ali is going to attempt to reach out to you very soon as well.
But the thing is, like with Ali, I'm not quite sure if he will change. Like with him, I feel like, maybe chasing women is because it's such a long habit for him that he will end up hurting me. And that's why I'm kind of trying to mentally move myself away from Ali. Because I absolutely adored Ali. And he really, really let me down. And I don't know if he has the ability to stay. Loyalty is very important for me. And I don't know if he's able to do that.
I don't know if he will long term. He's definitely going to have a good go at trying. But if he's let you down to that extent, you're always going to have that at the back of your mind. So you might be a good idea just to maybe...
unless he just completely changes and really shows me with his actions and, then... I don't know how I will feel about it. But in my mind, the Ali that I know is not the Ali
not
for
that
me.
one. No, I think you're right. And I think that you'd probably be better off. He is going to try really hard, though, so I have to pass this on because it's showing up in the cards again and again. So he's really going to keep trying for a little bit. And with sincere hopes. But I like you say, you can't change your personality that much. So you're probably right to just guard yourself because you don't need any more stress in your life. You really don't.
And besides, I have you, so
No, bless you.
We have a check on him.
Yeah, exactly.
But this guy, he's okay to give him a tiny chance to see what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I think so. The only stalemate is the stalemate over that distance. Hope and optimism, but that separation, which will be quite frequent over the course of the coming weeks and maybe a few months as well, which is going to cause a little bit of stress. But I've got hopes for balance and stability coming in with him and positive choices being made. I don't see him as a player. I've got this being quite a happy situation moving forwards with that Ace of Wands there. Once he's resolved whatever he's got going on with that connection there, there's no romance with this person, by the way. And I've got hopes to meet you, positive choices, the Temperance card, the Balance card with the Two of Pentacles. I've still got Ali trying to creep in there while I'm reading the cards. This is really annoying. Okay, so I've got support, emotional and financial prosperity. So I think he will actually try and look after you, which would be lovely. But just be aware, I do think he can step up. I think he can get over the stress. So if he gets stressed out, I think he takes it out and gets a bit snappy with people. And that's the energy I'm picking up on. I've got the Magician card as well and the Recovery of Mindset card, so I don't think that's something that you'll have to tolerate for very long. I think he could be quite lovely, potentially.
Thank you so much.
You're
Alison,
welcome.
say a little prayer for me, please.
Of course, always. All right, and lovely to talk to you again.
Same here. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend.
And you. Bye-bye.
We hope you've enjoyed this 7th Sense Phonecast. Our gifted professionals are able to break through the confusion and point you in the right direction. Go to www.seventhsensepsychics.com. We all have a path in life. Let us help you find yours.